you tired of your phone being the primary source of happiness in your life? Of it controlling your thoughts and free time? Imagine regaining control over your attention and finally finding out what you actually want to do with your free time, instead of watching the constructed lives of other people. In this video, I'm going to show you how I've gained control over my phone step by step over the last few years. The overall concept is a gradual process of reducing the attention-grabbing apps on your phone until you're ready to delete them. In this method, we have 3 levels, starting without making any changes to our phones, then going on to level 2 with slight changes, and level 3, which I call the screw it level. This is a mental journey also, not just on your phone, but the way that you're interacting with your phone changes. Doing this, you'll gain insights on how your phone is affecting your behavior, especially also your brain, even if your phone is not with you and you're not using your phone. So let's have a look at the steps that I took to reduce my phone usage. Alright, let's start with level 1. It's like the starting level. It's where you don't really do anything big on your phone. This can take a few days, a few weeks, however you fast adapt to it. And how we start is by actually, when we know that we do not want to use our phone at the moment, or it just will distract us while doing some actual work, we put it in another room. And 100,000 people have said this before me, but I still want to say it in my video. So start by concentrating on your work by not having your phone in the same room. With that, it goes without saying basically that you should also have your phone on silent mode. And with silent mode, I only turn it off when I know that I'm expecting some important message. That's the only time I actually do that. Could also be a call. Another important step in phase 1 or level 1 that I made a habit of mine is to use an alternative alarm. So I'm actually using my phone as an alarm, but as my second alarm. My first alarm is my fitness band that I wear at night, and it wakes me up at the time I want to wake up, normally like between 5 and 6 a.m. I have a second alarm clock, which is my phone actually, and it goes off 2 minutes later. My phone is in another room, on the way to the bathroom, and I have to wake up or actually stand up and get out of bed to deactivate my alarm. The important thing here is to not go on your phone basically. So you turn off the So you turn off the snooze function. Thus you only have to press on one button and the phone stops ringing, and then you can go on with your morning routine. Then it's also very important that you don't use your phone for the first hour of the day, because how you start your day is often how the rest of the day will also be. So that's definitely something that you should not underestimate, because when you start your day with your phone in bed scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, you just set up your day for failure basically. Level 2 is where we start to make slight changes to our phone. And the first thing of level 2, it's actually the most important thing of all 3 levels probably, and the step that gets you into the best direction possible, is to turn off your notifications. At least like 95% of it, because you don't really need them. And especially with the apps we're talking about today, with TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you don't need them. They're just there to suck you out of your day and to deplete your concentration, and so that's definitely something that you should be aware of. I say 95% because of course there are some things that you would consider important, but just be aware that social media normally doesn't. That social media is normally not a part of that. In my personal journey, the app ScreenZen helped me a lot. What it does is it lengthens the time that it takes you to go to a certain app. So you have to set it up on your phone, and then you can actually say that you want to have a 5 or 10 second timer whenever you start the app that you want to avoid. And what that does is that it gives you and your brain the opportunity to think about it for a second, what you actually want to do on this app. And oftentimes when you ask yourself that question, why do I want to open the app? Then you don't really have an answer. And that's why Screen Zen, or also logging out of the app that you want to avoid, is a very, very good and important thing to implement into your phone usage. That brings me to another method that really helped me a lot, but it has a lot to do with discipline and willpower. Whenever you want to go for YouTube, on YouTube, for example, that was the primary platform for me. English is hard. I was only allowed to go on YouTube when I knew what I wanted to watch. And at the beginning, this really helped me, because you just need a few days of actually doing that to notice that you're spending so much more time on YouTube than you actually need. And YouTube and the internet, of course, is great for when you have a question or something, but you just know that when you are in this endless loop of entertainment, it gets really, really hard to be productive and do something with your time that's worth doing, actually. And normally consuming content that doesn't bring you joy or fulfillment and improvement at all doesn't make a lot of sense, and doesn't really give you a lot. So when you've been doing level 2 for a while, you'll actually notice that you don't really like the time that you're on the app. So what I noticed for me was that I didn't really want to stay on the app, but I just couldn't get off. Especially I had a 5-minute timer on it, and the first 5 minutes were always, or normally, quite fun and enjoyable, and gave me exactly what I was looking for in the app, which was like just a bit of relaxing time. But once the 5 minutes were over and I didn't have the discipline to actually stay off the app, I would just stay on for it and open end, basically. And that's when I noticed that I didn't really like it, and my mood got worse and worse. And that's definitely something you have to be aware of, and you're gonna get aware of when you're following the steps that I came up with. And what's important about that is actually that realization gave me one of the final kicks to get me to level 3. So Screw It is the last level of my journey, at least so far until this point. And the thoughts that I've had throughout level 2, and also a bit of watching The Social Dilemma, actually just pushed me to the point where I was like, I don't want to have to do anything with that anymore. And I was just sick of it, especially of TikTok and Instagram Reels, and also I don't really like YouTube Shorts, just because of the way that it treats your brain. So I ended up deleting TikTok, deleting Instagram. Well, I also don't have YouTube on my phone, actually. What I noticed is a few days afterwards, because your brain is still craving that easy dopamine, and you're still used to getting out your phone all the time, was that I was actually looking for other apps that I could waste my time on. So in my case, that was chess.com and Google. Especially the Google feed, a little bit of my mails, but that went off quickly because it's not that interesting. I didn't find out how to turn on the Google feed in the actual Google app, so I was like, fuck this, I don't want this anymore. So I deleted the Google app. I can still Google from any other browser, it's no problem. The chess.com, I'm not really into chess anymore, so that got kind of rid of itself, that problem. And once you're there, you actually kind of done it. I feel like I'm at a very good point now, and I'm actually losing interest in my phone, at least in using it in destructive ways, like doom scrolling, etc. Of course, I'm still using my phone. I'm filming my video right now with my phone. Also for navigation, of course. I still think my phone is very important. But I actually just use it as a tool, and I'm not there to give it all my attention. And that's something that was very healing, or is very healing, whenever I walk around the city or see people in the bus or whatever, and they're just glued to their screens. I always find it very hard to watch, and so I'm just happy that I at least kind of got off it, and I hope by following the tips and tricks that I laid down in this video, maybe you can get in that direction as well. I really hope it for you, and let me look at my notes. One of the other very important things is that you actually start to enjoy the small things and enjoy low dopamine tasks, things that would normally not be very interesting, but you can just focus on the things that you do, and you're actually living and experiencing things, learning things, and that's something very, very amazing and very fulfilling. So those were the 3 levels of my journey, my step-to-step guide, if you want it that way, to getting off your phone. At least that's what worked for me. Thinking back on it, that's how I did it. So if you like the video, just click here or here to subscribe or watch another video of mine, and then we see each other in the next one. Bye.